Well, Dermot Baldwin inspired me. So in the city of Calgary, generally speaking, Dermot is actually a well-known individual. He's 82 and he has a street named after him. He's still alive. Most people have the street named after him or long since passed away. So Dermot is still my mentor today. He's more of a hobbyist type woodworker, but as a professional, he recognized that cabinet making was an extremely good vehicle to inspire marginalized at-risk people. And so he told me this story of how he had a board of directors that he said, let's do this. They all said no. So he says, in spite of them, I did it anyway. And that's what inspires me. And so it was his vision. And then by chance in 2008, we met and he asked me to run his existing shop, which I did for 10 years successfully. And along the way, he taught me how cabinet making was such an excellent vehicle to mentor, to inspire marginalized people of getting back into the workforce. And so after 10 years, circumstances changed, and so I had to move on. And it was principally Calgary Foundation that said, don't you dare quit. We see what you're doing in our community and we want you to keep going. So with a little bit of help from them and others, we got our nonprofit license and we opened Trades Guild, which was 6 years ago. And so just a year and a half ago, we finally got the shop space and we're progressing. What's the next step? The next step is to expand the shop. Let's put goal-wise. We'd like to have at least a dozen different apprentices go through and be graduated from Trades Guild and have a permanent career path. We would like to expand another roughly 5,000 square feet, which would give us shop space of about 8,000 square feet, so that we could bring in, have 4 to 6 apprentices at one time and have more staff so that we could do bigger projects, we could help more people, and we could be more instrumental in the trades and in our community. That's my aspiration. And so, needless to say, Alberta Apprenticeship comes to visit often because they could see the social good that we're doing here, and it's making a big difference in the trade. And this is probably the cutting edge thing that I think that we need in our society. When our baby boomers retire, it's kind of bleak. It has been for years. We've seen this coming. And so I can only control me. And so this is what I want to do. I want to get as many young people into and through their apprenticeship as I can for the rest of my life. Don't plan on retirement. First, I'm an artist. Second, I'm a woodworker. I've used wood as my medium. And I wanted and had a family with my wife. We've been together 35 years. We have 3 adult children. And it's nice to be able to have a job that you really enjoy. And so I've journeyed well. They call us journeymen. I've journeyed well. I've been able to work with a lot of different organizations doing way above average caliber of work in different countries. And it got boring for me though, just trying to make millions from my bosses. And so 16 years ago, Dermot introduced me the idea, well, why not continue to build nice furniture, but take marginalized at-risk people along for the ride, teach them the life skills on the job, the trade skills, and then help them find a permanent career. And that's exactly what I've done for the last 16 years. And so it really works. With people that are marginalized, they come in and they see at the end of the day what they've accomplished. They get excited again about work. People that have never really had much opportunity. Many of these people that are homeless or struggling, borderline homeless, have had a lot of jobs, but none of them have had a career. Very few of them have had an actual career. And so there's a subtle but very definite difference in that. And so we coach them on finding a career path. So once you have a career, you can lose your job. You just pick up where you left off with your next employer. And trades is by far the best vehicle. They virtually pay you to go to school as opposed to paying a university or college a tuition. You're actually paid to go to trade school, and it's in high demand. Once you have just a little bit of experience, you're in high demand. And the more my generation of baby boomers retires, the more vicious that's going to become. And so there's a lot of people doing a lot of trades work out there that's really secondary. It's very poorly done. And so I know that in time, society will demand that people are certified before they start doing work. It's already happened in other countries. So it's just a matter of time before it happens in Canada or in Alberta, you could even say. So we partner with Glassman and we implement the videos to help educate our apprentices in that capacity of where they need the type of help, where Glassman has developed a lot of excellent videos addressing pertinent issues that many of our apprentices are facing.